The Rise of German Rearmament and the Diplomacy Challenges. Welcome to our deep dive into a pivotal moment in 20th century history, when the foundations for German rearmament were laid, setting the stage for a seismic shift in European diplomacy between 1933 and 1935. This video will explore the intricate geopolitical dynamics at play among Europe's most influential leaders and powers. In the early 1930s, Europe was marked by fragile peace, dictated largely by the punitive measures of the Treaty of Versailles. The post-World War I landscape saw Germany at a crossroads, limited militarily and economically shackled. However, 1933 marked a turning point with Adolf Hitler's rise to power, promising to overturn Germany's restrictions. Meanwhile, Italy under Benito Mussolini harbored ambitions of fascist expansion, and Joseph Stalin observed cautiously as tensions simmered. In March 1933, Mussolini proposed a four-power pact, a diplomatic effort to involve Britain, France, Germany, and Italy to revise the post-WWII treaties. France was keenly aware that any increase in German strength posed a direct threat, especially with Hitler's known ambitions. Thus, France wielded the League of Nations procedures to delay any such revisions and maintain the status quo. Just days into his chancellorship, Hitler already aimed to reshape Germany into a militaristic powerhouse. By the summer of 1933, German air intelligence suggested that Germany had clandestinely amassed an air force over 1,000 strong, despite Versailles' prohibitions. The audacious plan included expanding the peacetime army to 700,000, with a wartime force eclipsing even the numbers of 1914. France saw containment as the solution, relying on the formidable yet static Maginot Line. Meanwhile, the UK, despite concerns of German expansionism, was sympathetic to Germany's grievances, attributing Hitler's rise to French obstinacy and the failure of mutual disarmament to curb the arms race. Britain advocated diplomatic engagement, hoping to prevent Germany's military ambitions from manifesting into conflict. The League of Nations Disarmament Conference became a theater of failed ambitions, unable to mitigate the rapid militarization of its members. Germany's exit in October 1933 showcased Hitler's disdain for the constraints of international diplomacy. By turning his back on the League, Hitler flagrantly defied attempts to maintain European peace through negotiation. Shifts in alliance politics followed. Poland's non-aggression pact with Germany threw a wrench in France's Eastern European strategies, prompting France to realign its focus on reinforcing relations with potential allies like Italy and the Soviet Union. Mussolini's decisive military stance in Austria further showcased a volatile balance of power. The January 1935 Saar plebiscite was a resounding endorsement of Nazi Germany's reclamation ambitions. It underscored the new European dynamic and emboldened Germany, now diplomatically and territorially assertive. The Stresa Front, formed by France, Italy, and Britain in response, aimed to uphold existing treaties but was fraught with internal political divergences. Britain's subsequent naval agreement with Germany in June 1935 was a pivotal moment. While it acknowledged the viability of arms limitations, it politically alienated France and confounded Italy, fragmenting Western unity just as German violations of Versailles provisions became glaringly blatant. The agreement, seen as appeasing, threatened the very core of collective European security. The years 1933 to 1935 marked a vital bridge to World War II, as German rearmament and diplomatic maneuvers set the stage for inevitable conflict. This period encapsulates the complexity and interconnected nature of international relations, where each nation grappled with reconciling peace with burgeoning militarism. Reflecting on this era, we gain insight into the perennial struggles between diplomacy and force, a lesson echoing through the corridors of modern history.